I see a lot of what I expect to see, a lot of F Trump and abolish the police, burn down the American plantation. Sympathy is the cruelty of the weak. Support black-owned businesses. Just all sorts of agendas. No real cohesion. And, you know, it just looks like a bunch of people with political ideas, and some of them not well thought out, just run amok, able to just let their angst and their anger and their resentment and the fact that they don't get heard or respected the way that they think they should. This was a chance for them all to have a chance to say what they believed. So you get all of these different beliefs. You've got the mirroring of the Black Lives Matter agenda with the transgender agenda. As you see here, evidence where you got a Black Lives Matter stencil, and then right up underneath it, someone spray painted the transgender suicide hotline, which is 8775658860, in case you want to know. But I can tell you a quicker way to get there. Call on the Lord and call on those that you know who believe, truly believe. Lord, call on them to pray for your soul if you're having that type of problem. But then I see this particular one here. And you've got 3 George Floyd heads. You've got 2 crosses, one inverted. One cross inverted, the other cross right side up. The cross that's right side up has the word God written in it. There's actually 4 George Floyd faces. 3 are colored blue in a row. So there's 3 in a row colored blue, and then there's one off to the side, which is partially covered by the upside down cross. That also has the spiral. The sun worship spiral, or the spiral used in the 666 symbolism, or the OK sign, the spiral used in the Twilight Zone, the same spiral to tell you that you're under mind controller, you're about to go down the rabbit hole into mind controller, disillusionment, or some sort of delusion. Then you have Theos Agape, which means God's divine love. But you got it once in red on this side and once in blue on this side. Now, when the spirits at work, ain't no telling if people are being sent to distribute this information, people who are already familiar with the occult are writing it out, or if it's just the spirit taking over empty vessels, or taking over vessels that are vibrating in such a way that those spirits can enter, such as they're vibrating with anger, or they're vibrating with negative energy, and those spirits can enter in. Then those spirits know these things, even when the human being that's the host of the spirit does not know these things. So you get something like this. And again, it was 13th and Pine. It's in between 13th and Pine and 12th and Pine, where you find all of the action. This is 12th and Pine, here where you see everything going on. And again, there's this mixture of both the gay pride agenda and the cries for black people to be treated more fairly in this country. Cries that have been unanswered for so long. Perhaps now that there's a gay agenda married to it, perhaps people will hear some of those cries. But let God's will be done. Here we have another barrier here. And people shopping. And you need a hand, bro? I don't want to break it. The bottom's good. Yeah, so here we are, 12th Street here. Says, who do you protect? They don't protect us. No cops. And see, this is not even the type of verbiage that black folks use. It's interesting that you see all of these tags that look a little bit like gang signs, but not exactly. BLM, when it's written, it puts me in mind of like when people would write 7 Mile BK. You know, like that BLM over there on that barricade. It's just like it's a gang that requires no initiation. You don't have to really be from the street to claim this gang. And that to me is a sure sign of controlled opposition. It's not really a gang at all. It's government ops. And to have this mixing in with the gay community, which for a long time wasn't rocking with the black community wasn't rocking with the gay community, not out in the open anyway. But to have this coming together now is one of the things that should make it suspicious to the most trusting observer. No, I'm not on live. Say it again.
It's all good, family. It's all good.
I kind of had the perception that black folks had took over a police station.
Building and it's closed off and you're not occupying the precinct at all. Yeah, they have not taken it back. They can have it back whenever they want it. But we have not entered the fucking building. Okay. Thank you. Fuck you, TK.
I wish it was real. I wish it was real. I wish it was real. So I can talk about it because I saw it. Ain't nobody black in charge. Black Lives Matter. Good night. It's just so strange to see everybody talking about Black Lives Matter. You don't see no black people. Where are black people at? That's like, I get nervous anytime ain't enough of us around. And then you using the name. I mean, sprinkled around. I see every now and then I'm seeing some, but Man, for the most part. No, I don't. It looks like a hippie festival. Looks like a Pacific Northwest hippie heaven, which is not what you would think of black folks creating if they created a camp. When we create camps, I've been to camps that we create, it ain't like this. This is not for us. If you thought that it was, I'm sorry. You're sadly mistaken. It's not for us. I don't know what it's really for. It's really making me suspicious as to what this is really all about. But this ain't what I thought I was going to see when I got down here. And I wish I could talk to somebody about it. Ain't nobody to talk to about it. All these black faces of black people that died, and I don't see where's the black leadership involved in this movement. I'm having a hard time with that part of it. You know, it wouldn't make sense for a straight man to lead a gay movement. But what do I know? I'm just a nigga from Detroit. But I know when something ain't right. I know when something is not right, and when you're trying to tie my name to it, trying to tie my people to it. Just too few and far between. Like I said, we're sprinkled around here. I would say if I had to break down the demographics, I would say it's easily 90% white down here. Okay, so be it. But, you know, just don't get it twisted. Know what it is. They telling you it's one thing, it's something else. Young people, you should know that. I'm a black man who has been concerned with these same issues since I was in my 20s. But I just can't go for the okie coke, can't go for the banana in the tailpipe no more. So, if that's your thing, then this is where you ought to be. But otherwise, this looked like a setup for failure. A setup for failure, using us as the vehicle yet again. So I don't know. It's not making no sense to me. But what do I know?